The hardest thing on earth for me to have to see or hear stories from people. For my advice for gay, if somebody's gay and it's the parents that we're speaking to, it's your child has already somehow in his head fought this some way. Somehow one day you start realizing you're different. At least that's how you feel when you're small. You feel like the whole world's real big and you're by yourself. You don't know that many people when you're a kid, and so I feel that parents forget that the gay person has beat themselves up over and over and over. And then ultimately, when it comes to telling the parent, it's the most fearful thing on earth to be in fear of saying this is who I am, and then it almost makes you feel like someone that loves you is gonna stop loving you. You know, like who wants that? Like no one's ever gonna do. So my advice to parents is always, it's already been hard for the kid to even realize that about himself. It's already hard for this person. You know, the minds that are constant, and then TV's telling you that you're different. TV's telling you something. You or how you're raised, or even religion can tell you something. And it's my advice is to parents is hear the whole story, hear them fully out, because there are some stories that are not so happy. There are some stories that are horrendous where I've had some people tell me they were touched or molested as a kid, and I don't comprehend that, but because I find that just like really, really, really shocking. But also, again, that's my advice is to parents is find out the whole truth, find out everything, what's going on, who your kid is. You really, really want to know who your kid is, listen to it all, and then work on what you allow together. The last song that I heard right now, literally walked out from the building, and it was Erasure. Still in Love with You, I think it's the name of it. It's an 80s song, and since I'm an 80s child, of course, I know it really takes me back to my childhood. So of course, it's probably what I was singing when I was walking over here. At the time when I was actually discovering this part about myself, I believe I didn't have a chance to come out the way that I really want. My mom found out by accident, and it was something that I guess at the time it was kind of embarrassing at the time, but it was way harder for her than I think that even myself or even my father. I felt like my father just like, you're my son, that's it, like that's all I know, like who cares about the rest. The most important thing that he did teach me about that was that he wanted me to know how to defend myself to religion. It was very important for him when he told me you need to learn how to defend yourself, against extreme people that are going to say that God's going to hate you. He's like, that's not possible. God loves everyone, so I need you to know how to defend yourself, and then teach me so that I can turn around and do it. Which was something that I guess is what started me not caring about the world anymore, knowing about me. It took me and my mom, I would say anywhere from a year to 5 years maybe, because even though first it was unspoken, but we knew, and then questions arose, and then after a while, now she's just very defensive of me when people say things, but she has no problem. She says she's at peace with it. She says she's okay with it, prays for me every day, prays for my partner, embraces my partner, yells at him as if he was me. So I would say that at this point in time, after everything that we went through, I think that we're good. I think that it's definitely something that we have embraced. So I have a life partner. We officially decided we got engaged February 27th of this year, on my actual birthday. And we decided to get married next year, sometime late in the year. We start planning it. We've been together for 4 years now, and we have definitely decided to make a commitment and definitely move forward. In this day and age, now that we can get married, now that we can actually be a happy couple and have it legalized, and which is something I never thought I was ever going to see in my lifetime. So it's kind of exciting sometimes. Not anything that I really trained for, but I mean, it's exciting. I love to see my partner's face. I love to see whenever he gets excited about marriage, because it freaks me out, and he's different than I am. He's very excited, very sweet. So it's an interesting journey.
Take my whole